Hello, Divine Souls, and welcome to a timeless collective general message for my YouTube collective. To open the space and cleanse the space, I just want to burn some Palo Santo to assist with bringing in the good energies and positive vibes for this reading today. And of course, to call in the Most High, the Mother, the Father, and the source that lies within all of us to assist with the insights, the clarity, the confirmation, however it may need to be brought through my channel and vessel today, so that those who are open to receiving may receive the messages, the insights, and the clarity in which they may be able to receive through today's reading towards their highest desired reality in whichever that may be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ashe. Beautiful. So I've got my beautiful light seer tarot deck here. I'm going to just pull some cards. As always, this is a general message, so simply take away what will benefit you, as the whole message may not fully resonate, but whatever does, do take that and leave behind whatever does not for the next person who may need to receive. And my energy readings may be of a higher communication level, just simply because I tap into the energies and I use that in harmony with the actual messages and symbolisms of the cards themselves, but it helps to bring through extra information which I can pick up on. So let's see what it is today that wants to come through. I'm gonna just put 4 piles for today's pull. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Let's see what Spirit wants my collective to know today. So we have the Two of Pentacles on the crown and third eye chakra. We have the Hierophant on the throat and heart chakra. We have the Justice card on the solar plexus and sacral chakra. And we have the Three of Pentacles on the root chakra. Okay, beautiful. There is a general sense of harmonious balance in this whole kind of pull that I'm feeling from this energy today, because it definitely is this sense of really tuning in to the ability to see what it is that you actually want to give your energy to, right? It is a sense of knowing that with this particular energy of the Two of Pentacles, when you're experiencing your physical reality, there's usually a lot of things that can distract you. This is a very stimulating experience that we're currently in with the world that we exist in, and there is a really interesting sense of you being called to really review what it is that you actually want to prioritize. And I feel like that's because with the Two of Pentacles, there's a sense of juggling between quite a few different energies that maybe you've been kind of tossing up with and not sure which way to go, or kind of like a sense of just picking what it is that you actually want to give your time and energy to the most. And this can cause a lot of challenging types of perspectives and reflections, because if you're not listening to your heart, if you're not really seeing through the illusions of what it is that your truth is actually wanting you to take into account, you get caught up putting yourself in positions where you're spreading yourself thin, you're putting yourself in too many different positions, which are causing you to simply be drained. And it's not to say that you are drained, but it could just lead to that down the road if you don't acknowledge what you may be juggling at this time in your experience. And it is also because it may overwhelm you, and in a sense of the mind, you're seeing all these things that you can do. You see that you can put your energy into a lot right now, but if you don't really get to the main, I kind of want to say the main path you want for yourself to create what it is that you're wanting to create, you're going to continue having this situation of seeing that pathway, but not giving it enough time and energy through what it is that you want for it to actually find a sense of balance, to actually be cultivated in the way that could actually benefit you more than other prospects of, different pathways that may be easier. And maybe you think you can do more than one thing, but there is a sense of really finding what is the main thing for you. Figure that out for yourself within your own mind, and allow that to be what directs you to the one that you really want to be on, the pathway that really fulfills you. But not just in the sense that is, fulfilling you in the mindset of what you want to do, but also how is it going to fulfill you in, your abundance, your joy, your desires of what you truly want for yourself. Because with the Hierophant, there is a sense of needing to Open up your heart and your throat and your expression of self in a way that you have taken on a lot of the awareness and the teachings that you have been able to absorb through your current phase. And this is probably because I feel like there is a phase that is coming soon, or maybe you've already entered into it. As always, you take it how it resonates, timeless, it's past, present, future. So you'll know by, discerning that for yourself. But when you're able to explore what it is that you've had to gain awareness about in this current cycle that you've maybe, or whichever cycle it was for you, that you had to really adapt to certain learnings, there is a feeling of you needing to really tap into that aspect of enlightenment and discerning what is truly for you, right? And this is the thing, is that you get caught up in really seeing other people's experiences, or you compare to other things, and you're not committing to your own decisions and choices when it comes to what it is that you want to do within your heart and your expression of self. Because a lot of the time you feel like you have to be like other people, or you've been told what to do in a sense of, what you've been guided to by other people who maybe don't comprehend what it is that you're really wanting to do. So if you can really use what it is that you've learnt from the different things that you've tried, or just even like experience with, different prospects, the easier it is for you to truly make the choice to commit to your own self and what it is that your truth is wanting you to go towards. And when you can find that inner wisdom, when you can really express yourself truthfully, that is when you can start gaining more joy within this ability to actually help other people learn as well within your creative art, or whether that's a project, or whether that's, a business, however that looks for you. It also might just be an inspiration in what you choose to do. Like, sometimes people just live a certain life that people look up to, and it helps them understand themselves. So it's also just, how that may look for you. But really get honest about what that is, so that you can actually tune into your heart and throat chakra and start expressing that through your ability of using what it is that is true to you. And it's a thing of not necessarily pushing your beliefs or your teachings onto other people, but it's very much this aspect of share what it is that you wish to share. Allow yourself to speak up, allow yourself to just create whatever that is for you, you'll know. And allow that to be the thing that helps you find the right path for yourself, because it is what is actually driving you towards what you truly want. And if you can tap into that and use that, it is like a key to abundance, because the more that you enjoy doing it, the more that you'll be able to get a return from it. May not be straight away, but it will happen in the progression of what it becomes in the future of what it may be, right? And the Hierophant is definitely the sense of being able to learn what you need to now, but know that you are always a student, even when you start teaching other people in different aspects as well, inspiring other people. You're always going to be learning anyway. So it is a sense of just, why not share what you can at this point in time, even if you don't feel like you're in a position to be some type of, I want to say like advisor or facilitator, or like just like I said, an inspirational teacher. Don't get caught up in how that's supposed to look in certain people's eyes or expectations of society. Really just explore what it is that feels like to you to simply put yourself out there and share what you wish to. If that is obviously what you want to do, this may not resonate, that's okay. But it is a sense of, if that is you, if this is what you feel called to do, in the sense of sharing your, I want to say just the things that you wish to in different ways of expression, because a lot of time creativity is really a part of that as well, of just, you learn something or you take something on through information, and then you create, and then your creation is then also doing the same thing for other people. So if you just find what that is for you, it's going to harmonize a lot of things that I feel are occurring in your solar plexus and sacral chakra with this Justice card. Because the solar plexus and sacral chakra is all about your joy, confidence, your desire to take action within different creative adventures and endeavors in which they may look for you. And it is your ability to navigate that. A lot of time, creativity is an outlet for a lot of ourselves that, use it to actually just release certain things as well. Okay, and it feels like there may have been a lot of healing that was required within your solar plexus and sacral chakra to help you move in the direction you actually needed to move into. And it doesn't feel like it's a straight away type energy. It doesn't feel like this is instantaneous, but the more that you balance out your own inner world, the more that you are trusting in the fact that you are doing the inner work, you are trusting what it is that you need to release, in the sense of, like I said, the emotions or experiences that you've had in the past. Instead of allowing them to create karma or to keep loops and patterns occurring within your experience, it feels like you're coming into a beautiful balance of understanding that it can actually be used in your art, in your expression, in your creativity, in the way that you make things into something. As I said, that the key word for this reading is inspiration. It's inspiring other people that are seeing it, even if you don't realize this right now. But there is a sense of you actually shining your abilities and skills to actually come into a harmonious balance within yourself, because you're now tapping into what it is to actually just create and not judge it anymore. And that may be also something you just simply need to start doing to actually get you on the path you need to be on. Because it feels like you're navigating a journey where you want to fully express yourself, but you feel like there is all this darkness, or like these things, these shadows, or whatever it is, in the sense of things that you don't necessarily feel are good. But when you use that energy to create something, you're actually transmuting it. And that's how you create good karma, because you're actually using it to do something good, to inspire other people, or to help other people understand themselves. And that is such a beautiful way of kind of moving into this Three of Pentacles that's on the root chakra, because you're going to ground this aspect of what it is that you want to create. And it's ultimately going to allow you to tap into your skills and abilities and use that to take action into what it is that you really want to do with that. And maybe you never thought that your creative abilities or skills and whatnot were going to amount to anything. Maybe there was something that you thought weren't, able to create substantial wealth or abundance, or whatever it is that we have to kind of use as exchange of energy in this realm of world. But you can actually do that. If you enjoy something, it may not happen straight away. It may not be instantaneous, as I said, but there is such a beautiful potential in realizing that there are people as well who will want to support you in doing what you are doing. And that if you can really trust in your process and the way that you are going to create this and make this happen, if that is your choice, you'll actually see that there are people who are willing to be a part of your projects, who are willing to be a part of your ability to inspire or teach or share with other people. And that is truly a sense of creating from a place of joy and passion. And if you can ground this energy and you can trust in it and you can decide to take the right actions for yourself, it doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. It just means that you're taking the actions where you feel led. And you can really gain momentum by doing that. And you can meet people along the way who are just going to be able to see you for what you are and really tap into what it is that you are setting out to do, so that they can help you also direct that in a way. And maybe you're even seeing other people who are doing similar things that, might even inspire you to go on that journey. So keep an open mind in whatever that is for you specifically. But it does feel like it could truly help you in trusting your ability to actually create something bigger than what you think it could be, right? And that's why I always like to say, expect the unexpected when you simply enjoy yourself and have fun, because the universe will then take that as you just experiencing the present moment for what it is. And I want to pull some cards from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle to give you some extra insights and awareness, or even just confirmation to what this message is bringing through, so that you can really gain just a better understanding, as always, in whichever way that might be for you today, so that this simply can assist you along the path and journey that you're wanting to take. So I'm going to have a look at what wants to come through from this beautiful deck. Okay. Oh, we've got one that fell on the floor. We'll pull this one. Beautiful. Okay. So we have spring, see your seeds grow. Now, ironically, I am in the southern hemisphere, so this is perfectly, aligned with the timing that we're in. It obviously isn't spring on the northern hemisphere, but there is a sense of blossoming and growth and things actually starting to bloom. And I feel like this is what this energy is saying, that the things that you have potentially started the process of, and you've already started to put things into into action, but didn't really see much happening with it. It feels like now it's about to start sprouting. It's about to start coming into fruition. And there is like this exciting energy, even I feel it now, of you actually starting to see that and moving with it, because you had that trust, or you're needing to have that trust to keep going with what truly feels like it is for you and that you want to enjoy. Because if you enjoy it, it's going to simply help you manifest it in a way that's actually going to bring about more beauty and more change that is actually beneficial to you. And that's why spring is such a beautiful season, because things that we had been wanting to grow during winter, you know, may have been very slow because winter's such a colder energy, which is what we just moved out from in the southern hemisphere. But moving into the season of actual growth is where things start to show. So trust the process in which that is coming through, and then we have eagle see from a higher perspective. And this is once again like the whole point of when you plant seeds, you don't always see everything straight away. You just see the ground. You don't see the seeds under the ground. They're there though, and they're creating roots, right? And that's kind of interesting because when seeds create roots, they need to create that foundation. They need to create that stability with the roots so that they can actually be held in a way that it's actually going to stabilize properly for when it actually does grow off, from out of the dirt. So it can actually have a beautiful, stable circuit of just, those roots really holding strong. And you've been doing that through this season beforehand, through the cycle that's just been before what's coming in this energy reading. Because the more that you can trust in what the work you've done in the past is affecting what's going to happen very soon, it is a really beautiful process of you knowing that you simply had to go with that flow of where you were feeling led and what you needed to do within that. And then the more you see from a higher perspective, it's like your higher self. Your higher self can see the full timeline. It can see when your creations actually start creating a bigger impact than what they were beforehand. And if you can trust in that process, the easier it won't always be easy, but the more at ease you'll be to flow with where you're being led, because you know that there's always going to have something that will occur in due time. And the last card is Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Now, this is a perfect card to end this particular reading on, because as I said, there is a sense of you needing to work through a lot of the things that you needed to balance in with the Justice card, of feeling some fears, feeling some doubts, feeling things that weren't obviously helping you take the best steps. But that's okay. We all have it. It's all going to be, a consistent in most people's experience. But this is the time for you to really start doubting your doubts. And what that means is you realizing what you desire and knowing that's worth more than being afraid of what could go wrong. Because ultimately, nothing can go wrong when you're simply a student of life and you're just learning like the Hierophant, and you're allowing it to enlighten you to what you need to be enlightened to. And it gives you a potential perspective that will actually stabilize you in a way that you can trust the process even more with the whatever comes further down the road, however that looks within the creations or endeavors that you create for yourself, to then, as I said, for it to expand how it needs to. And it does feel like it is a season of expansion with this spring season, because the more that the, plant kind of comes out and it starts to kind of bloom in its own way, however that looks, the more that actually helps you trust in what could happen within your ability to simply create and use your skills and use what you were gifted with and use what you were meant to do with what it is that you wish to do. The desires need to come from your heart though, not from your ego. So trust that you're being led from your heart, or at least tap into that energy and use that to keep you moving forward in the right direction that is for you. It may not be for other people, but if you can believe in yourself, that should be enough. So this is your reading, Divine Soul. I feel really beautiful energy coming through this, and that I'm really excited for your path and journey if this did resonate for you, so that you can manifest what you truly want and what you've been manifesting and how it is going to come into fruition. So keep allowing yourself to take the steps you feel guided to and really enrich yourself with the positivity of what will be. Not what, you're seeing in your reality now, but what you know can become your reality, right? So wishing you all the best along your path and journey, and many blessings as to whatever choices you make towards it. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.